In a small village, there lived a young boy named Koko. He was bright, full of energy, and loved to explore new things. But Koko had one small problem. He didn't like waiting. He wanted everything to happen fast, without any delay. One day, Koko and his father went to the market, where Koko saw a basket of apple seeds. He got excited and said, "I want to plant an apple tree in our garden." His father smiled and bought the seeds for him. When they returned home, Koko rushed to the garden, dug a hole, and carefully placed the seeds into the soil. He covered them with earth and watered them thoroughly. After finishing, Koko sat down beside the spot where he planted the seeds, waiting eagerly for the apple tree to grow. Hours passed, and Koko stared at the ground. But nothing happened. There was no tree, no sprout, not even a tiny green leaf. Frustrated, Koko ran to his father and asked, "Why isn't the tree growing, Dad? I planted the seeds, I watered them, so why is it taking so long?" His father chuckled and sat down beside him. "Oh, Koko," he said gently, "trees don't grow in a few hours or even a few days. Nature has its own timing. You have to be patient and take care of the seeds every day. Only then, over time, will they grow into a strong tree and give you delicious apples." Koko listened carefully, but still found it hard to accept that he had to wait so long. However, he decided to trust his father's words. Every day, Koko went out to the garden, watered the spot where he planted the seeds, and checked if anything had changed. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, but still, no tree appeared. There were moments when Koko felt like giving up. He wondered if the seeds were ever going to grow. But then, one morning, something magical happened. As Koko walked to the garden as he did every day, he saw a tiny sprout peeking out from the soil. His eyes widened with excitement. "It's growing! The tree is growing!" he shouted, running to his father to share the good news. His father smiled and said, "See, Koko, you were patient, and now the tree has begun to grow. But remember, it still needs more time. You must continue to care for it, water it, and protect it from strong winds. One day, it will become a beautiful apple tree." Koko was filled with determination. He continued to water the little sprout, making sure it got enough sunlight and was safe from bad weather. As the months passed, the sprout grew taller, its leaves unfolded, and it became a young tree. And one fine day, years later, the tree bore its first apples, red, shiny, and sweet. Koko was overjoyed. He plucked one of the apples and took a big bite. The taste was delicious, and Koko smiled, realizing that his father was right. The long wait was worth it. The apples were even sweeter because they reminded him of the patience he had shown. From that day onward, Koko became more patient in everything he did. Whether it was waiting for his favorite game to finish downloading or learning a new skill, he understood that great things take time. And every time he ate an apple from his tree, he remembered the important lesson: patience brings the sweetest rewards.